Ahoy there, friends. We've got a really cool one for you today. We're coming at you from Crystal River, Florida, Christmas Day 2025, and we're swimming with manatees. Today, it's me and my wife Laura. We've come out here to Crystal River on several occasions to see the manatees, and we were excited to do it again. In Crystal River, Florida, there are lots of places that you can go, and you can find lots and lots of different varieties of manatee observation and manatee encounter type of experiences and excursions. Today we decided to go to a little park called Hunter Springs. That's actually our go-to place, and it's our favorite spot in the area. There's actually a small parking lot at Hunter Springs, but today it was packed, so we had to park at a little public lot, maybe about a block and a half away. Really not a big deal. It was a very short walk. When you arrive at Hunter Springs Park, you're going to see a sectioned off swimming area, and you can jump right into the water. Now, even though it's a very small sectioned off swimming area, you'll see that certain parts are crystal clear, whereas others are very cloudy and the visibility is poor. However, in addition to looking for manatees, it doesn't mean that there's not other really cool stuff to see. As you can see here, there are plenty of fish, different species swimming around, and in the center of the swimming area, there's a deeper section that you can dive down, and it's really cool just to be surrounded by all the fish. Now, in my experience at this site, the best way to find a manatee is just to swim around and stop when you see something that looks like a rock, as we are here. Look at that. Laura and I found this rock looking structure, and once we got within relative visibility, you can see that it's a calf as well as a mama just sleeping here in the seagrass. How beautiful. Now, because manatees are endangered, it's really important to follow the several regulations in place to keep them safe as well as out of harm's way. We do try to make sure that we're keeping a safe distance and being respectful of their personal space and personal privacy, okay? You don't want to harass the animals, and you also don't want to chase after them. However, if they swim up to you and they're curious about you, then you know what? That's up to them, as long as the interaction is on their terms. Now take a look at this one. Waking up from its nap and crawling across the seabed. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this is a public park, and the swimming area is part of that public park, so a lot of the depth here isn't even really that deep, and as you can see here, there's a gentleman just standing there in waist deep water. The manatees do swim through this public swimming area, and it's not hard to observe them or encounter them. Really beautiful. What a cool thing that these creatures just cruise through areas that are frequented by humans. Based on the size here, this one's another juvenile sleeping in the seagrass. And here's another juvenile one taking a nap. Interestingly, this woman and her kid, they actually let us know that the manatee swam up over to where they were standing and then parked it to go to sleep. How cool is that? And as we were ending our session, there was one last manatee cruising by. What a lovely, lovely send off. When we got back to the beach, Laura noticed this pretty funny sand snowman. It was Christmas Day after all, and we were pretty humored by it. Couldn't help but to appreciate the spirit. Now, there are lots of companies that offer manatee encounter tours of different natures. These pontoons, for example, offer manatee snorkel tours that go all up and down the river. And there are lots of companies that offer kayaking and stand-up paddle tours that are guided to also help you see the manatees as well. So you have a lot of options if you want to observe them or take advantage of anything that this area has to offer. All right, and that about wraps up our video. We love doing this encounter, and it's always beautiful seeing the manatees up close in their natural environment. Hope this was educational and hope you enjoyed it. As always, friends, get out there, explore, have a great time.